Let's jump right into it with the where to invest. Now, this isn't about which stocks to pick or funds you should hold. The where of investing deals with choosing the right investment vehicle to fuel your gains. With that, I present the order of operation for tax advantage investing. Each of these investment vehicles has an advantage to them that, if possible, should be used preferably in this order. The first place to look is your employer's retirement savings plan. Whether it's a 401k, a 403b, or any other defined contribution plan, this is a great place to start investing. Not only does it make sense because you can have your contribution come directly from your paycheck, so there's no temptation to spend it, but your employer might even offer you a match if you make contributions. This is like free money for doing something we should be doing already, which is saving for retirement. Now, if your employer does offer a match, contribute the full amount of that match and carefully consider how much to contribute beyond that amount. Contributing to a defined contribution plan is a great vehicle, but you want to think about other vehicles that have tax advantages down the road. This leads us to investing in a Roth IRA. Now, I do want to start by saying Roth IRAs have income and investment limits, so not everyone qualifies for this investment vehicle. But if you qualify for a Roth IRA, you get access to one of the better growth investment opportunities. Roth investments are after-tax contributions you can withdraw in retirement completely tax-free. The tax benefit on these types of accounts allows for amazing growth due to their tax advantage nature. Again, there are limitations to these types of investments. For 2020, the contribution limit is $6,000 for people under the age of 50 and $7,000 for people over the age of 50. I would consider trying to max a Roth IRA each year if possible. Now, a health savings account is a relatively new investment vehicle and not available to everyone. Still, if you have access to it, you can get a triple tax benefit if used correctly. First, an HSA is a savings account designed to allow people to save for medical expenses each year. They are available to people who have a high deductible health plan and are a tax advantaged way for those with medical expenses to save and pay their medical bills. There are annual contribution limits you have to consider, but contributions are made on a tax deferred basis, grow tax free, and can be withdrawn tax free if used for qualifying medical expenses. If you hold the funds until age 65, then you can withdraw the funds for any purpose, but it is taxable if it's not a medical expense. This is a savings fund that everyone could realistically benefit from as we all experience some type of medical expenses in our lifetime. If you don't, these funds can act like a tax-deferred savings account in retirement. Now, if you've hit the limits on your Roth IRA and HSA accounts, and you're already getting the match on your employer-sponsored plan, how do you save even more? Now is the time to revisit the contribution amount to your employer plan. There are a lot of different types of plans with different contribution limit options, so I would suggest sitting down with your HR rep or plan sponsor and have them go over the limits for your specific plan. But this is a great place to start tucking even more money away for your retirement. Once you've hit the match on your 401k, started maxing your Roth IRA contributions, are saving to an HSA if available, and even raised your contribution to your 401k, next consider saving toward regular taxable investments or a joint account. Now, here's the thing. Some of you might be looking at this and saying, but I'm self-employed, or I want to save for a home one day. I want to start my own business in the future. I want to leave an inheritance for my grandkids. So is this still the best way to do that? The answer to that question moves us to our next W.